Mr. Speaker, it's good to see you. Thanks for the time. I want to start out with something we heard in the hearings on Thursday and Friday. There wasn't a single root cause of the energy failures. And I'm curious, with the clock ticking against the legislature, 90 plus days left in the session, can lawmakers get anything substantial done in that time?
Well, thank you for having me today. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to your audience. It is a priority of both the House and Senate. I have reserved a low bill number in the House so it can immediately be referred to committee as soon as that bill is ready or bills are ready. And the Senate's done that as well. I believe that it's a Senate Bill 3 or 4 over in that chamber. But, you know, the good news is, or the bad news is, depending on who you are, is I don't think we'll get census data in time to draw congressional, House, Senate, and State Board of Education political boundaries by May 31st. So we are all expecting a special session or 2 or 3 at some point, maybe the summer or the fall. So if we don't get it done, we'll have another opportunity to get it done. And the willingness of this body and the Senate, as was evidenced yesterday, we're gonna get something done on this. We have to. It's a priority. People died. This is as serious issue as it gets in the legislature.
And for our viewers, just so they understand kind of the background, the lower the bill number in the House and Senate, the higher the priority. Same goes with like the budget and things like that. But do you think this might drag into a special session?
The last thing we want to do is make things worse. The last thing we want to do is change something and it has an adverse effect and impact on Texans. So we have to be very judicious about this. We can't rush into a solution. And so, as we go into the summer months, because this system is built for heat, it's built for the summer. We don't want to do anything that negatively impacts June, July, August, September.
Based on what you heard on Thursday and Friday in the hearings, are there any easy fixes? And is there talk in the back halls there at the Capitol on what this might cost Texas?
We don't have a price tag yet, and there is no easy fix. Of course, we need more generation. 1,000 people move here every day. They don't bring asphalt. They don't bring teachers. They don't bring law enforcement with them, and they don't bring energy with them. So we have to start building for the future. So obvious one solution would be more generation. Do we go from an energy only market to a capacity market where we have built-in reserves? That would be great, but that's also very, very costly. And who pays for it? And that's the ultimate decision point is who's going to pay for that reserve energy that we need in those very, very hot months and those very, very cold months.
The Public Utility Commission seems to have escaped a lot of criticism in all this. I don't think Texans really understand what it is, what it does. But there are 3 commissioners on the PUC. They are not elected, appointed by the governor. After what we heard on Thursday and Friday in the hearings, do you have any thoughts on whether the PUC commissioners should be statewide elected positions?
It's going to be up for debate. There's no doubt about it. And there have been bills, I believe, filed or will be filed to convert them to an elected position. I can tell you that I didn't think the answers were adequate yesterday from the PUC. I think my colleagues feel the same way. I watched the hearings from start to finish, and I'll watch them again today. But I was not satisfied with the answers provided by the PUC. I think, quite frankly, we were caught flat-footed in a lot of areas, and I don't think we planned well. And I know for a fact we did not communicate well with the public.
One other problem laid bare over the past week or so is that Texas really doesn't have any real substantial connections to other power grids. Is that something the state should invest in?
Well, we can either do it or we don't. If we connect into the national grid, then we lose the Texas grid and we lose our independence. And quite frankly, we've had this since 1935. It's worked pretty darn well. There have been rolling brownouts and blackouts across the country in very hot months over the last 10 years, even longer. And Texas has fared pretty well because of our energy independence and the way we've been able to manage our own system. It broke down. We are not prepared for sub-zero temperatures in Texas. We're just not. And the winterization of generation is another topic we can discuss. To fortify our grid. But again, what is winterization in Amarillo? What is winterization in Bridge City, where I represent? 2 totally different communities with different weather patterns. So, I'm more concerned about hurricanes than I am winter storms. But then again, it got to 9 degrees in Beaumont, Texas. It tied the all-time record in 1905. So we have to prepare better for winter storms. I think that's the key here.
Yeah, no doubt. Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the time. Good luck to you guys in Austin.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.